Hi guys, today I'll be talking about the trade that I took and the trade that could have passed y'all's funded accounts that I did not take. I marked it out as a demo trade. Today I traded really low risk because Powell's speaking tomorrow, and typically the day before Powell is speaking, the market's just really choppy, not that volatile because all the money, all the big company money from like the big firms are waiting for tomorrow's news. So let's start. So today, basically, I just started with my typical strategy. Wait, fuck it, let's mark it out that way. Um, I basically marked my 1 hours on ES where I did take a trade. None of the 1 hour liquidities were hit, so I had to trade a bit differently. So I did notice that on Nasdaq and ES we did have an SMT in the 15 minute. So I marked that out and then I realized that markets following that SMT, it's not like going lower to reach out the freaking lows or anything. So I said like perfect. Nasdaq started basically pumping and not going down. So I said like bet ES is the lagging index. So let's look for an entry. Basically, it's 10 o'clock. I'm like, I don't think liquidity is going down. That's not the story the charts are telling me. So I go down to the 1 minute. In the 1 minute, I see that we have accumulation down below respecting our SMT. Then I see that we have a break of structure with this, not this candle, but basically this candle. If you want to be really like, how can I say this? If you're not really sure, that candle, this candle right here, and by this time, 10 o'clock, yes, is bro. This shit's pumping. So I said, fuck it, let's go. And I see that there is a tiny fair value gap, and we tapped into it, and we have really strong buying pressure. So this candle right here literally told me I'm not going down. I got the little money that I got, and then I'm gonna blast through the top. So basically, I just put my TP here. I closed it manually, so I ended up closing it right around here for a 1.63 RR. Ideally, I would put my take profits on hourly highs, but the reason I took my trade out and pretty confident in it was that Nasdaq reached and filled this liquidity faster. So usually I can use Nasdaq as, hey, Nasdaq did this first, it can go down. I'm not risking that much time in this trade. So I'm not even gonna think about it. All positions closed out because Nasdaq kind of reached my hypothetical TP first. So I got that based off buying pressure, like understanding order flow, like learning that it doesn't always have to follow my mechanical strat, unfortunately. So this is the trade that I took my funded. I only risked $100, not even a percent, which is 500. Because Powell was speaking. But let's talk about the trade that could have passed y'all's funded account. So if we go to Nasdaq, we can see the same thing. We didn't grab liquidity, as we can see in the 1 hour. Whoops. As we can see in the 1 hour right here, this low, we never swept it. So if we go basically to the 5 minute, we see that this SMT, it's following. Like it's beautiful. It's reacting with the ES perfectly fine. And this I didn't take it. I was fucking around and said like this is why I wrote demo. I was fucking around at first, but it ended up this quick fucking around entry that let me actually take my actual entry on ES. So I basically went down to the 1 minute and I was like, hey, what the fuck's going on? How is this like SMT working out for my favor? And I went down and I realized that in the 5 minute, oh, gotta go back. Um, I realized that in the 5 minute, bro, we broke structure in the 5 minute, but like strong. So that tells me that I am not going to grab this ability right below. Like I am basically not. So I just basically went down to 1 minute, said, hey, let's find whatever entry I can find here, just practice. And I realized we do have a fair value gap right about here, which is like retracement, and it reacted pretty good for the retracement. So what I did is I this candle right here on 957, it I this high, because if not I'm wrong on my entry with this, but the high is 10.94 and this high is no and the close is 11.06. So this means this candle is a break of structure by cents. Literally by like cents. So this break of structure reacting to this fair value gap down below with the SMT like was enough confluences for me to enter right here and put take profits hypothetically on hourly highs, or what I always do just in case is when I have big fair value gaps, I just put it on like the bottom wick of like the top candle. So this would have been my take profit. This would have been my take profit, and this would have been take profit number two. And the reason I was confident with this trade was because of those confluences basically, and it made me feel safe that this SMT was actually a useful SMT and not a fucking bullshit SMT like a lot of them are. So this demo trade could have passed your funded accounts. It's a 1.78. Put that with a 1% risk if you're like halfway done or not, and or maybe risk like 1.5. Depends on how aggressive you are with your trades. It could basically pass your funded accounts, and with the hourly high long term, that it could be a 4 hour trade. That is basically half of the evaluation, or even more if you're on like top steps, which is like a 6% to pass your accounts. So that's basically the story that the shards told me today, and that is how I took a winning de-risking trade. Um, yeah, tomorrow I am not trading. I will watch the shards on Wednesday for CPI. I know a lot of influencers tells you like, oh, don't trade on CPI, blah blah blah. One of my best trades in my career has most of my best trades have been on CPI. So I'm just gonna watch, be really careful with my setups, and see what the charts tells me. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I'll put our Discord down below. Me and my friends, we just talk while trading, and just has fun in the charts while we listen to jazz. And